Inspector General of Police, Northern Range, Sambalpur. He was born on 1st June 1979. Driven by his passion to serve mankind, he pursued MBBS and holds a master's degree in public administration. He entered into the Indian Police Service on 27th December 2004 and belongs to the regular recruits of 2004 Odisha cadre. He has also served as the Superintendent of Police of Koraput, Sundargarh, Jajpur and Balangir districts. To add to the many feathers in his cap, he has also served as the Superintendent of Police, National Investigation Agency, Lucknow, as well as the DIG of Police, NIA, Guwahati, under the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. In the year 2021, he was appointed as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Northern Range, Sambalpur, and presently he is serving as the Inspector General of Police, Northern Range, Sambalpur. Sir, we are indeed grateful and elated to have you amidst us. We welcome you once again to witness and be a part of our Diamond Jubilee celebrations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our next dignified luminary and guest of honor for the Diamond Jubilee Cultural Fiesta is Shri Subrat Sahu. He is well known for his simplicity, wisdom, and very specially for his immaculately refined behavior. His academic excellence has added many feathers to his cap. He is one of our stalwarts and proud alumnus who not only brought laurels to our school, but also to our town, Sambalpur. His achievements and accomplishments in the field of education reverberates in the annals of a divine institution. He was qualified for IIT, REC, and BITS, but he chose to live with his dreams and he changed his stream to humanities. He pursued his graduation from Utkal University and completed his master's from Delhi University and was awarded gold medal. He became a national scholarship holder and qualified the UPSC examination and became an IAS officer of batch 1992. He had many important posts in Chhattisgarh which portrays his capability to go above and beyond. Presently, he is the Additional Chief Secretary to Honorable Chief Minister, Chhattisgarh, Additional Chief Secretary, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, Information Technology, Railway Projects, and Chairman to the State Pollution Control Board. His bounty of knowledge in literary works enhanced his skills in writing short stories and poetries. We are indeed proud to say that one of his books, We and Democracy in Odia, is selected for the school textbook in Odisha. His remarkable science fiction anthology publication, Future Past, made him a recipient of the Young Debutant Author Award in Odisha State for popularizing science. He also received the President's Award for the Best Chief Electoral Officer on 25th January 2019. He is embedded with manifold skills and talents which makes him stand in admiration amidst all. His towering presence in today's show is a highlight of being a true Josephite. He is an inspiration to our students at SJC. We are indeed happy to have such an iconic personality amongst us. We warmly welcome you, sir, and hope you will enjoy every part of this cultural cognoscenti with us the sola nobilitas virtus. Thank you, sir.
Sister Morris, our guest of honor of the evening today, an educator for lifetime. Our dear Sister Morris is currently the administrator of the province as provincial superior, a teacher by profession with master's degree, D.Ed, B.Ed and M.Ed. She has served in the capacity of a teacher, headmistress, principal and college administrator for the past 45 years in places such as Mumbai, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and Orissa with dedication and commitment, serving humanity and taking care of the young, shaping up their future with immense love and care. She has always spread love and sunshine wherever she has been, receiving God's immense blessings, support of parents and teachers in accomplishing this Herculean task. As we see today, they bring laurels to our institution. Welcome, dear Sister Morris. Thank you.
Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Once admitted to the soul, it becomes a sort of spirit and never dies. Music speaks what cannot be expressed, soothes the mind and gives it rest, heals the heart and makes it whole as it flows from heaven to the soul. Swelled with pride, love, and respect in their hearts, here comes the Josephites to welcome you all through their soulful rendition. Not only our little maestros, but the entire environment seems to be charged with the fervor of a welcoming spirit. So let us all delve into the rhythms as we welcome you all with a song.
Good evening, one and all present over here. We are gathered here on this auspicious day to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of St. Joseph's Convent Higher Secondary School. Before starting the charming and splendid performances, we Josephites are here with a beautiful mixture of welcome song. So be ready to tap your feet while hearing the blissful voices of the singers and marvelous music by the musicians.
करते हैं आज हम आपको स्वागतम अपने पूरे मन
Additional Chief Secretary to HCM of Chhattisgarh, Sister Morris, our Provincial Superior, Sister Rashmi, our Manager, Sister Dolorita, our Ex-Principal of KG, Sister Anjana, our current Principal, Sister Navia, our Ex-Principal, and the youngest daughter-in-law of late Mr. Banamali Babu, Mrs. Sadhana Babu. To kindle the lamp and let the light bring forth blessings of peace, prosperity, happiness, and bliss.
नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। शांति प्रदाता विश्व विधाता, शांति प्रदाता विश्व विधाता। आराधना 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 आराधना। नतमस्तक हम तेरे आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। नैन हमारे आस लिए, तरस मिलन की प्यास लिए। नैन हमारे आस लिए, तरस मिलन की प्यास लिए। पापों का बंधन तोड़ के हर मन, पापों का बंधन तोड़ के हर मन, खुद में तुझको ढूंढ रहा। नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे, आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। पर्वत है मैं झरना, तेरा ही गाता मैं तराना। तू पर्वत है मैं झरना, तेरा ही गाता मैं तराना। फूल है तू मैं मकरंद तेरा, फूल है तू मैं मकरंद तेरा। करता हूँ तेरी सराहना। सा नि प नि नि प म प प म ग म म ग सा। नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे, आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता। शांति प्रदाता विश्व विधाता, शांति प्रदाता विश्व विधाता। आराधना 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 आराधना। नतमस्तक हम तेरे दर पे, आके खड़े हैं प्राणदाता।
तालियों
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ
दबे दबे पाँव से आए हौले हौले जिंदगी होठों पे उंगली चढ़ा के हम ताले लगा के चल गुमसुम तराने चुप के गाए आधी आधी बात ले आजा दिल की ये जमीन थोड़ा सा तेरा सा होगा थोड़ा मेरा भी होगा अपना ये आशिया
इतनी सी हंसी इतनी सी खुशी इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशियाँ
वाह, बहुत सुंदर। एक बार फिर से जीने की कोशिश करिए अपने बचपन के नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चों के साथ।
Dear parents, kindly cheer our children with big round of applause.
गुनगुनाती है ये हवाएं गुनगुनाता है गगन गा रहा है ये सारा आलम
Zooby dooby zooby dooby pam para zooby dooby param pam zooby dooby nache क्यों पागल stupid man
Zooby dooby pampara, zooby dooby param-pam. Zooby dooby नाचे क्यों पागल stupid man.
शाखों पे पत्ते गा रहे हैं फूलों पे भंवरे गा रहे
दीवाने किरणें गा रहे हैं ये पंछी गा रहे
वो बगिया में दो फूलों की हो रही है गुफ्तगू जैसा फिल्म में होता है हो रहा है हूबहू
आई 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 zooby dooby pampara, zooby dooby param-pam.
Zooby dooby nache क्यों पागल stupid man Zooby dooby pampara zooby dooby param-pam Zooby dooby nache क्यों पागल stupid man
Such a wonderful performance, bringing back our childhood. Give a big hand of applause for
The decade between 1958 to 68 saw a rapid expansion in various fields, particularly in education in Sambalpur, hitherto known as a technically not very advanced district.
लिकरी झिकरी डाल कुड़िया मनो काय पर फूलो किचरी मिचरी बापी बालिया मनो काय पर फूलो गुजरू गुजारे रजा पानी प्राणी मोलो पिजरी पिजा बनके गुजार रसिया निर्मलो सकाल उठ बुझट करी लड़ सरका मार बुपट करी कस बासन मात बुसट करी कस काती गुडा छुसुट करी रंगारान गुनन रे कट करी बड़ा बाड़ मुसना रे अट पारी नहीं बस केन ने लट करी पुसिया नो के दु कट पारी लिकरी झिक
The prominent, dedicated band of educated citizens who created awareness among people for the need of education. Yes, need of education. The then MLA, late Mr. Banmali Babu, took personal initiative with the permission of the group to contact the Catholic organization. He met Reverend Bishop Westerman in Kalunga, who was much pleased with the priest project. The first expedition to Orissa began on 15 January 1963 from Nagpur. No sooner the congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Chambéry sent Sister Mary Ann, a valiant woman, along with her team of pioneership. Sisters had the audacity, courage, power to ignite the impossible against all odds in giving birth to St. Joseph's Convent School, Sambalpur. On the 11th of February 1963, officially inaugurated and gradually started the admission. The school progressed steadily, gradually affiliated with the council, catering to students from every strata of society, including Odia medium for the poor neighbors, empowering students with skills and education to stand on one's own feet and to make a difference in society, to become charismatic leader and great achievers in life. The aim of the institution is not only the academic excellence, but also to inculcate in the students the values which will develop their integrity. Having realized the need of the hour, when the time was ripe, we took up the challenge of having a mission in the interior village of Majapara. Then came an invitation from Bishop Alphonse Billow to expand our service to Rourkela Diocese in the parish of Bonaigad.
Ta jum num ta jum ta dhalam ko tak te ko da de dang gir ta jum ta ka jum ta ta kita ta da ta jum ta ta num ta rum ta kita ta de dang gir ta ta ri ta dhan ta run ta dim ta da jum ta num ta rum ta ga dim ta gir ta dim ta ta jum dim ta jum nam ta jum tam ta kita dhan ta de dang gir dim ta jum dim ta kita jum ta kita jum ta kita ta jum ta dum ta ni ta dhan ni ta dhan ta jum dhan ta de dang gir ta jum dim ta jum ta jum num ta rum ta dhalam ko tak te ko da de dang gir ta jum ta ka jum ta ta kita ta da ta jum ta num ta rum ta kita ta de dang gir ta ri ta dhan ta run ta dim ta da jum ta num ta rum ta ga dim ta gir ta dim ta jum dim ta jum nam ta jum tam ta kita dhan ta de dang gir dim ta jum dim ta kita jum ta jum ta kita ta jum ta dum ta ni ta dhan ni ta dhan ta jum dhan ta de dang gir ta jum dim ta jum
60 glorious years of service to the noblest cause of mankind, that is education. From a one-roomed tiled unit to a magnificent group of buildings. From a dusty, dreary jungle to a lush green campus. From a small group of aspiring kids to 3,000 plus students. From greater peaks of trials and tribulations to achievement, implementing national congregational policies. St. Joseph's Convent has gone far, far ahead. We welcome onto the stage the pioneers of this institution, our Reverend Sisters. Indeed, the glory of the school is attained all-time high. The unflinching support, the parents and benefactor make us dare to take bold experiments to make this school the pride of Sambalpur and marching in implementing national and congregational policies. a huge round of applause. They deserve all praise. They deserve honor. They are our pride. I request the audience a standing ovation. They deserve a standing ovation. Thank you so much. It only enlightens spirits.
Sister Damien, Sister Morris, Sister Navia and Sister Anjana have moved milestones to bring the institution to this pinnacle of strength as it stands today. They have been the foundation, the inspiration, and the immense motivation. Amazing sisters who worked for the mission and the vision, inculcating the fact that one has to be a human at heart and a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine power, and divine love. Teaching children virtues.
Virtue alone ennobles. The virtue alone ennobles. The principles of the bygone decades are the strong pillars on which the present of the school stands today. We
Pillars
owe our
of
tribute to
strength
them.
and brilliance, sculptors of human character, navigators of the flagship of knowledge. They have been and keep being our hope and strength. From the heart of God and through our souls, we pray that you remain blessed forever with joy, peace, and Satchit Anand.
We owe our tribute to them. They are our pride and honor, and we feel blessed. They are our life force today, so beautifully molded into the very present moment. Thank you, dear sisters.
Amazing sisters who worked for the mission and the vision, inculcating the fact that one has to be a human at heart and a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine power, and divine love. Teaching children virtues that remain as the absolute strength forever. They taught children to learn even outside classrooms and encouraged them to think outside the box.
आपकी हसरत न रही। सच तुम्हारा भोलापन इबादत की चीज।
of Senior Cambridge in the year 1972. I would also take the privilege to call upon stage our alumni, Mrs. Shashikala Madam, who was also from the first batch of Senior Cambridge in the year 1972. I would like to call upon stage our illustrious alumnus, Sir Arun Marwa from 1975 batch, who has excelled and acquired positions of eminence in every field. Lastly, I would now call upon stage late Sri Banmali Babu's eldest daughter-in-law, Madam Sanjukta Babu, to be felicitated. I would like to call upon stage Sir Vivek Mishra and Madam Agmani Gupta to be felicitated by our sister, Sister Anjana. I would kindly request Madam Agmani teacher to come up to the stage.
I have a special message for all of us present here. I would like to felicitate Vivek sir. Service to education is the greatest gift one can be proud of on the eve of Diamond Jubilee celebration. I feel privileged to felicitate Sir Vivek Mishra, our senior teacher, who was sincere and duty-bound in his entire career, shaping the destiny of many students and has nurtured multitudes of students. Sir, it is my pleasant privilege and honor to honor you on this occasion. I would also feel privileged and honored to felicitate Madam Mrs. Agmani Gupta, who served this institution as a pearl and now still continuing his mission of teaching the young students.
I would now request Sister Anjana to release the magazine.
On the eve of Diamond Jubilee celebration, our school has published the school souvenir Skilora 2022-23 with a theme of 60 years of academic excellence. The magazine canopies the creative splendors and cognitive output of our students. I hereby release the souvenir Skilora, the talent acquisition platform.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I would now invite our chief guest of the evening, Shri Deepak Kumar, Inspector General of Police, Northern Range, Sambalpur, to speak a few words to us.
Respected ACS sir, respected principal, other distinguished guests of the evening, dear parents and students. It's a privilege to be here this evening at a place from where our future leaders, administrators, doctors, engineers, privilege from a place, at a place from where our future leaders, doctors, engineers, our statesmen, they will come from. So it's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to be among so many educators who have distinguished themselves in their field, who have started from the scratch the institutions and who have brought the institution till this level. Seeing the kids in the evening, such a wonderful performance, such a magnificent performance, it made me travel down the memory lane when I was also a student in my school. Like we say, not every student possesses every skill. So I was extremely poor in these functions and dances and other things, but was good in outdoor sports. So I was always given work by my teachers outside this arena of stage. Sometimes being a logistic man, sometimes being like our NCC boys standing there sometimes. Once it was decided in the school that everybody has to participate in something or the other. So I was made to do few things, and in the end the teacher said that you actually cannot do anything, you sit in Kavali and just clap. So that was one instance where I participated. Another dilemma of the today's evening is that the teachers, the parents and students have actually come to see their wards performing skits or dances or any cultural event, and they don't want to listen to me much. And thank you for the St. Joseph School that all light is focused on me so that I cannot see anybody. And everybody can see me, so I cannot read anybody's expression. But still, I have penned my few thoughts for today's evening, which I will say. The brilliant faces which I have witnessed today on the stage and otherwise in the school, which must be there, they will grow up as definitely the citizens of our beloved nation tomorrow. They will grow to achieve great name, success and fame, but I also wish them to be good human beings and make the world a better place to live in. Among all the so big names in education field and educators, I will not touch much on the educational process. But for me, learning is not only academic, but it is social and emotional also. In the education system, as a young parent also, and as an administrator also, I have understood, like everybody knows, that there are many stakeholders in the system, of which parents, teachers, students, schools are very significant. For the emotional part of the child, which is very important and very dear to me, even if it takes time, I would like to read a few lines from a poem written by Khalil Gibran. I'll just request that if anybody wants to read it later, please Google it and read it. It's a very emotional poem. I'll read it for you. Your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. So, my point is that all of us, including teachers who are also parents, have to understand the emotional needs of a child with an objective to give a stable emotional stability or a high EQ. Why EQ is important for child? For it is better health, less stress, better peer relationship, better behavior, positive attitude, self-acceptance, self-confidence, good communication skills, and ability to make decisions. And how? How do you give that? In my opinion, which I have penned few points, we have to accept our child unconditionally as what he is. Be affectionate, should talk to our child often. Talk less sometimes, but listen more to the child. Creating a peaceful environment at home, safe environment, keeping promises, encouraging sharing of emotions, which is very important. Allowing child to experience all emotions, teaching a child to make choices, recognizing children's effort, recognizing his weakness, his strength, providing discipline, teaching independence, be an example, encouraging independent problem solving, teaching gratitude, teaching saying sorry, thank you, you are welcome. Second thing, as a new parent, from the side of my job, where I see most of the negative sides of a negative shade of a human beings or society, all of us should strive for supervision of digital exposure and consumption, digital consumption of a child. So it's all in a mix. If you don't talk to the child, if you don't listen to the child, then where he will clear his doubts, to what he is exposed, to his peer, whose knowledge is the same, at the same level as the child level. For the children, I'll just say to please maintain your spirit of inquiry, to maintain curiosity for things. In the present world, it is more important because all of us, including children, are being exposed to lots and lots of information, which we say information overload, to differentiate between right and wrong. Until and unless one is knowledgeable, one is curious, one has the spirit of inquiry, and it is encouraged by teachers and parents, he will not be able to differentiate between right and wrong in the future. To believe in yourself, the students should believe in themselves. Not everybody stands at the same set of skills. One should learn to manage themselves. Students must also learn and must be also taught some very innocuous things which shatters the confidence of other students, which might come in the definition of bullying. To the teachers, I would convey that you are best suited to assess children, all the children. Other than the omnious need to remain unbiased, non-judgmental, psychological signs of being concerned, apprehensive child, a struggling child, you are the first one who reads these signs. Many of the children, including us, when we were small, we hesitate to share things with the parents. If we will not encourage children, then again, it's the same thing. They will share the things with the peer group at the same knowledge level. All students, as I said, are not in the same set of skills or ability. We have to assist the child to perform the optimum of his ability. To the school, I wish to say that the responsibility of the school is also great in the sense. A child spends 6 to 7 hours of his daily life, a substantial part of his life in the school. other than emphasis on all-round development, school has to educate, assess, and pay attention and teach them informally about all the ills which in past was not considered affecting child, but in the present it affects the psyche of a child. It can be in the form of bullying, as simple as sort of body shaming. Due to this digital revolution, you have to educate the child for cyber stalking, cyber bullying, which affects the psyche of a child tremendously and will affect his emotional quotient. The innovation in teaching with practical appreciation, group learning, sharing, social skills. I would only say that the impact of school and teachers is more on child than parents sometimes. Because I have also experienced, my children sometimes will tell me that our teacher has said this, so this is right. What you are saying is wrong. So that is okay, but that shows how much belief a child has on the institution of school and parents. In the end, I'll only say that let all the stakeholders come together and with the same objective, all of us have the same objective, let us come together with the objective of making our future leaders, making our future people who will run this country good, able citizens of India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words, which were emotional and motivating. Your praises and your travel down the memory lane. You called our kids such good words and asked us to make this world a better place to live in. Thank you, sir, for the most beautiful poem of Khalil Gibran, the need to understand our kids' emotional needs and the need to grow beautifully in mind and spirit and to believe in themselves in this cyber-tone world. Thank you, sir.
Love is the most powerful force in the world. It is the most powerful because it alone can conquer that final and most impregnable stronghold, which is the human heart. It is true love that can overcome anything in its path. On that beautiful note, let us now move on to the next presentation by our tiny tots, who would like to take you to the magical and enchanting world of Sleeping Beauty.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How do you do? We are your storytellers, and today we are going to tell you the story of Sleeping Beauty.
This story is a classic, which means that it has been told over and over in many countries and in many languages. Like many stories, this one begins with the words, "Once upon a time, there was a small and a quiet kingdom called Farof Land. King Stephen was the ruler of Farof Land, and he and his wife, Queen Alana the Elegant, ruled very wisely indeed."
The kingdom was a peaceful and prosperous land. However, the king and queen had been without children for a long time.
And one day, their wish was granted. And one day, the princess was born. They called her Aurora. They named her after the dawn, for she filled their lives with sunshine. And our story begins on that most joyful day.
What a beautiful morning. The sun shines so brightly. My people are all so happy. Ah, my beautiful princess. Is there anyone more beautiful than my princess?
We are blessed. Our prayers are heard. How beautiful our princess is, my lovely daughter.
Today is the party celebrating the birth of the princess. Everyone are invited to our celebration.
To the beautiful princess, from us fairies, we present here a gift. From me, a beauty matching a brilliant rainbow. Tiny princess, from me, a singing voice as good as any bird. And from me,
Hey, ha 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 ha. Hey, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Hey, ha 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 ha. Yeah.
My, what a party we have today! But it seems I didn't receive the invitation.
who would invite a wicked witch like you?
Hey, ha 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 ha.
A wicked witch? Who you mean by that?
I apologize. I had heard that you disliked noisy gatherings.
Hey, ha 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 ha.
Yes, I hate noisy gatherings. But I hate being more ignored, even more than that. Now listen, well, all of you, I shall give a blessing to the princess as well. The princess will live a happy life with her beauty, pride, and kindness, and loved by the people of her kingdom. But on her 16th birthday, she will be pricked by a needle on a spinner and she will die.
Seize that creature.
Oh, this is horrible. The princess was cursed by the witch. How horrible.
Look at the fairies. Is there any way to lift the witch's curse?
I still have my gift yet. Then, can you please undo that terrible curse? The curse is too powerful to lift, and the princess will prick her finger on a needle on her 16th birthday. However, she will not die. She will just fall asleep. The princess will be awakened by someone who truly loves her and who has enough power to break witch's evil powers.
There was a lovely princess, a princess, a princess. There was a lovely princess, long, long ago. Long, long, long. She lived in a high tower, high tower, high tower. She lived in a high tower, long, long ago. Long, long, long. A wicked fairy cast a spell, cast a spell, cast a spell. A wicked fairy cast a spell, long, long ago. Long, long, long. She went to sleep for 100 years, 100 years, 100 years. She went to sleep for 100 years, long, long ago. Long, long, long. A thorny hedge grew all around, all around, all around. A thorny hedge grew all around, long, long ago. Long, long, long. A handsome prince was riding by, riding by, riding by. A handsome prince was riding by, long, long ago. Long, long, long. He cut the high hedge with his sword, with his sword, with his sword. He cut the high hedge with his sword, long, long ago. Long, long, long. He climbed up the high tower, high tower, high tower. He climbed up the high tower, long, long ago. Long, long, long. He woke the princess with a kiss, with a kiss, with a kiss. He woke the princess with a kiss, long, long ago. Long, long, long. There was a lovely wedding, a wedding, a wedding. There was a lovely wedding, long, long ago. Long, long, long.
When the princess woke up, it seemed the whole kingdom looks up with her. The sun started shining brightly. The flowers started blooming. Fairies started dancing with joy. And life started from where it stopped. The prince and princess lived happily ever after.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than
जिंदगी
A very pleasant evening to one and all who are present here to witness this Gala Diamond Jubilee Fiesta. Indeed, it's a joyful occasion for all of us to acknowledge God's blessings down the 60 years. I would extend my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Shri Deepak Kumar, Inspector General of Police, Sambalpur, for accepting our invitation and to be here in spite of his busy schedule. We are overwhelmed to have Shri Subrat Sahu, our own son, as the pride of our institution to grace this blessed moment. I thank Sister Morris, our Provincial Superior, and Sister Navya for honoring us with their valuable and encouraging presence. I am obliged to thank Sister Dolorita, Sister Agatha, and the entire kindergarten teachers who have put up a brilliant show today with their tiny thoughts. I am grateful to Sister Rashmi, the superior of our community, and the sisters of the community. Also, the neighboring community sisters from Bonai and Majapara for their constant support. This cultural fiesta brings new talents to the forefront and the students' creativity in an aesthetic manner. I extend my gratitude to my dear teachers for their relentless effort to portray the hidden talents of our millennial students. I would thank my office staff who were a constant support for the smooth flow of events. Even with the rolling waves of drastic changes, our school has managed to keep a pace with the modernity while being rooted to its traditional values. We are privileged to have our school founder, late Mr. Banmali Babu's family members to be here with us to grace this occasion. I highly appreciate the sports and cultural in-charge teachers for the minute planning and professional way of execution. I am deeply indebted to the officials of Sambalpur for giving their timely help at all times. A word of thanks to the entire police department for maintaining of law and order. I would also extend my gratitude to our alumni, especially the first, second, and third batch, who have taken much pain to come from far-off places to attend the Diamond Jubilee Fiesta. I am grateful to you all to get in touch with you and to see you all today personally present here. Dear parents and guardians, we remain indebted for your unflinching support, trust, and your keen interest. With joined hands, I thank all our retired teachers and benefactors for joining us in this occasion. I would thank our team of light and sound system, Mr. Montu and team, who managed to coordinate the cultural melange with efficiency. I would extend my thanks to the tent house people, Mr. Singdev and team, for all the arrangements. I highly value and appreciate of our supporting staff who successfully rendered their helping hands to smoothly execute this evening's show. Also, the other day's sports. I would also thank our student volunteers who helped to anchor the ship in the right path. Lastly, but not the least, my heart goes to our students for their wonderful performance in foot tapping, music, rhythm, and coordination. Dear children, you are our pride. You are precious gems of ours. You have showcased a fabulous show. Parents, still waiting for you, a wonderful show. Once again, I am pleased to extend my gratitude to one and all. Thank you once again.
They pursue. So here we are, presenting before you SJC's travelogue to take you through our journey so far.
School life is a wondrous journey where we encounter countless human challenges and achievements. Our school system too is built upon leadership with a vision, commitment and discipline as its integral strengths. The house system of our institution with its mottos is the bloodstream on which the school runs, helping children to think effectively and unusually. The SJC's newsroom brings you the uniqueness of the school system, laced with various mottos which leads to the overall development of each and every child, bringing forth accomplishments in all directions. Let us now take you through the school report intertwined with the mottos of our house system. School report is an enduring and a thrilling feature of the educational landscape. It sums up the student's strength, reflects the school's identity, the school's culture and heritage. Every life is special, with its special strokes of colors for special choices to be executed purposefully along the lives of cosmic unity and the will of the supreme divine intelligence. Since decades, St. Joseph's Convent Higher Secondary School, Sambalpur, has been striving hard to achieve its mission, which is to make every child a gift of God to mankind and a pride for the human race.
Excellence in education and fostering the love for learning is truly the hallmark of St. Joseph's Convent Higher Secondary School, Sambalpur. This divine institution has been one of the best in discovering every approach as a flare to bloom into vibrant colors. Good evening, distinguished dignitaries and dear parents. We gladly welcome you to the SJC's newsroom. We are glad to have you amidst us to grace this occasion and rejoice with us as we celebrate our Diamond Jubilee 2023. I now invite our ace reporters to present the annual report, where we would take each one of you on a roller coaster ride, journeying through our portals from past to present.
We take a pause to thank the Almighty Lord for all the blessings bestowed upon us year after year. Affiliated to the Indian School Certificate Examination through a quality controlled movement, we have established a name far and wide throughout the country. We are indeed proud to proclaim that our school has been awarded with ISO 9001 since 2015 with no non-compliance raised by the auditors of certification body, which comes under the Quality Council of India, Government of India. We have already adapted the modes of new education policy and have been successfully implementing it.
Whoever teaches learns in the act of teaching, and whoever learns teaches in the act of learning, wrote the Brazilian pedagogue Paulo Freire in his famous book, The Pedagogy of Freedom. With an overwhelmed heart, we take this opportunity to express our gratitude to all the stalwart principals of our institution who had been the driving force behind the reverberating success of St. Joseph's Convent. It's noteworthy how the sisters have worked in various capacities to bring this institution up to its present level. We cherish the achievements of all the sisters of St. Joseph's Convent who have worked shoulder to shoulder with our principal and have contributed substantially to the myriad endeavors of our school. We would also like to give a shout out to our compassionate and praiseworthy Principal Sister Anjana, who has never shown her back to a problem at hand and took everything in her stride, positively manifesting her visions and aspirations for St. Joseph's Convent.
As we acknowledge the enduring accomplishments of all the Josephites, so do we of our principal, Sister Anjana, who has been awarded the Best Principals Award by the Indian Talent Hunt 2019-20 and I Nevermore, as well as the Best District Principal Award by SOF. She has also been acknowledged by the State Bowling Association for her exemplary contribution towards the same. She has propelled our institution to be nominated as the best school in Odisha in the 7th International Abacus, Vedic and Mental Maths Olympiad conducted by I Nevermore, and received the 3rd prize in Kazana 2018, 2019 and 2020, as well as the Golden School Award at the state level. Not only this, under her able guidance, our institution has also bagged prizes in multifarious competitions conducted by AOICSE, MCL, NLC, Indian Talent Hunt, Rotary Club, and various other organizations.
A teacher is a beacon of light who guides and mentors her students to shine and reach the pinnacle of success. Let us take you through their commendable journey with Aurobindo House, showcasing their motto, "Let your light shine."
We are going to bring before you the motto of Blue House, "Let the light shine forth." Light, the emblem of hope, the representation of compassion, generosity, humanity, knowledge for the betterment of humankind. Light, the hope for all who are less fortunate and misguided. Let us help them for their intellectual and spiritual growth by educating them. We present to you a skit where we are going to showcase the importance of education for everyone and how it brings out the best in a human. Through a newspaper boy, we are going to portray before you that how earning and learning is associated deeply. Here comes the newspaper boy in a shiny morning distributing newspaper door to door. Sharma ji, take your newspaper. Mishra ji, take yours. Are you okay? Have you got hurt? No, I am all right. What are you doing without going to school? Children of your age are supposed to go to school at this time. I am the only member of my family who earns and feeds my family as my parents are ill. Oh, but tell me one thing. If you are not educated, then how do you read newspapers? Oh, it's so simple. I just see the color and shape of the letter and figure out the names of the newspaper. That sounds interesting, but education is very important in life because it brings light of knowledge and wisdom. Just look at those students along with teachers. With the guidance of teacher, they acquire knowledge and use them in life skills. They are the bright future of the nation. Josephites, a well-known, generous, and compassionate citizen of society who eagerly come forward to help the unprivileged children. Let the education bring the light of paradise for all humankind. Thanks for acknowledging me the importance of education. I will definitely go to school from today onwards and get educated. Now, we bring before you the tap dance. This dance form strains the light of the soul and creates awareness of one's power, that one has the capability to achieve and fulfill their dreams and leave their legacy behind.
Three, 6, 9, the blue strength wine, the monkey to the back on the streetcar line. The line broke, the monkey got choked. They all went to heaven in a little rowboat. Clap back, clap back, clap back, clap, clap, clap back. Clap your hand, pat it on your partner's hand. Right hand, clap back, clap your hand, cross it with your left arm, pat your partner's left palm. Clap back, clap your hand, pat your partner's right palm with your right palm again. Clap, clap, clap your hand, slap your thigh, and sing a little song. Go. My mother told me if I was good in
If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, and walk across the water, you feel defeated, falling on your knees and looking up for some hope tonight. You try to stand up, but you throw your hands up like you no longer have the strength to fight. 'Cause you've seen too many sunsets, too many days ending in the darkest night. But on your own you'll never know, you'll never know. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, the water. Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe. They say that all you need is faith, but it's almost like you lost your way. Took a few wrong turns, took a few breaks, falling behind now looking for grace. 'Cause you need someone to lift you up, yeah, make right all the things you've done. 'Cause on your own you'll never know, you'll never know. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, the water. Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe, if you believe, yeah. can do anything if you believe. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, the water. Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe.
Teachers, the very word, evokes a sense of gratitude in the minds of every being, the backbone of every institution whose dedicated service shapes the lives of hundreds and thousands of students. The campus of SJC is full of vigor and enthusiasm emanated by its committed group of teachers, and we are glad to share their achievements with you all. Despite the overwhelming consequences of the pandemic, the global crisis has also been an extraordinary time for learning. We learned how adaptable and resilient the education system, policymakers, teachers, students, and families can be. And here at SJC, guided by the undying zeal of our principal to not give up even at the most challenging time, the management and teacher fraternity quickly reimagined human connections and interactions to facilitate learning.
Their roles rapidly evolved, and everyone decided to work as a team. They pedagogically adapted to play a pivotal role in developing and executing creative ways to keep students engaged as every household became a classroom. From masters at the traditional classroom teaching to acing e-learning and blended learning, our teachers left no stones unturned to shift gears to immediately respond to the need of the hour. Our teachers not only mastered the technology of online teaching, but also upgraded themselves with various teachers training programs conducted by the ICSE board like NISTA and subject proficiency training, both in virtual and physical mode at XIMB Bhubaneswar, and bridge courses offered by the Government of India under NIOS.
Our teachers have turned out to be great learners and have effectively passed on their learnings to help us grow and develop broad range of competencies and skills in and out of school. We are also honored to share with you the wonderful feat of our PTI Madam Rashmita Purohit, who has won the gold medal for hammer throw, silver medal for shot put and discus throw, and bronze medal for 200 meters breaststroke at the National Masters Game. Our teacher, Madam Mrs. Swapnita Pani, who has received the Best Zonal Teachers Award by SOF, and Madam Nilama Mishra, who has received the Best Teachers Award by iNavmo. In addition to it, the results of ICSE and ISC of the past few years have been par excellence. These all have been possible because of the hard work, sacrifices, and the wonderful guidance of both the ICSE and ISC teachers.
सच ही कहा गया है, जाने वाले कभी नहीं आते, जाने वालों की याद आती। मधुर स्मृतियां उन दिवंगत आत्माओं की जो आज इस ऐतिहासिक पल में हमारे बीच नहीं है। स्वर्गीय सिस्टर एलिजाबेथ विद्यालय की तीसरी प्राचार्य, अपने कर्तव्यों के प्रति पूरी तरह समर्पित व्यक्तित्व। सेंट जोसेफ विद्यालय संबलपुर में जिनका कार्यकाल सन 1969 से 1975 तक रहा। मुस्कुराता चेहरा, अत्यंत स्नेही, हमारी भूगोल शिक्षिका सुस्मिता पंडा, जिनके योगदान को भुलाया नहीं जा सकता। मधुर भाषी, अपने दायित्वों के प्रति समर्पित ओडिया शिक्षिका शिखा महापात्र का विद्यालय हमेशा चिर ऋणी रहेगा। कार्यालय में कार्यरत मैडम लूसी प्रकाश, जिनका अभिभावकों, शिक्षकों और विद्यार्थियों के साथ हमेशा मधुर संबंध रहे, वे भी एक कर्मठ कर्मी रहे। इन दिवंगतों के प्रति आज हम अपनी सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि और भाव सुमन सादर समर्पित करते हैं।
Kindergarten achievements. Children of the kindergarten section of St. Joseph's Convent Higher Secondary School are small packets of power and creative intelligence. We find such profound delight in all their activities and games. But what is more astounding is their absolute self-confidence. The school nourishes and nurtures its confidence with competitions, exhibitions, celebrations, and educational games to build up their lovely potential. It is now headed by Sister Agatha, the headmistress, who, with a selfless service, is helping our little angels to evolve into beautiful beings. A special word of praise and thanks for Sister Dolorita, who has served the Josephite family for 23 long years, and along with a team of caring and compassionate teachers, she has been providing the most conducive environment to nurture the tiny tots, helping them to grow out of the cocoons into beautiful butterflies.
Oscar Wilde said, "Act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention." Indeed, this is what the Gandhi House motto, "Let your goodness blossom forth," signifies. We represent the Red House, the Gandhi House. Our motto is, "Let your goodness blossom forth." We celebrate the goodness of human beings. Let goodness be plentiful. The fragrance of flowers only spread in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. So said Chanakya. Let us grow, bloom, and be fruitful.
Dear parents, you are requested to be seated and not to go towards the gate if possible. There is a lot more to see. Thank you so much.
A fisherman returning from his tiring day work hears someone calling for help. Help! Help! Please save me! Could anyone help me, please? He looks around and finds a man drowning in the sea. At the drop of a hat, he runs towards the shore and dived into the water, willing to save him. With great pains and difficulties, he succeeds to rescue the man by his vigorous action and grateful heart, depicting the virtue of kindness.
It's so cold today. I can't put up with this anymore.
It's a freezing day. A woman on the street is shivering out of cold and is hampered by hunger. With the hope of getting some help, she knocked at the door of a nearby house. The owner opens the door and comes out. The woman expresses her miserable condition and asks for some food and some warm clothes. But the man ill-treats her and refused to do the favor. A girl standing nearby witnesses this and lends a pair of helping hands by giving her her own sweater and the packet of chips that she was enjoying to the needy lady.
Oh, my friend, you are so thoughtful. I am obliged. May you get tenfolds of what you have given to me. God bless you, my angel.
Ma'am, this is what we are taught to do. We are taught to be generous.
This act of the innocent girl depicts the virtue of generosity. Oh, here comes a rugged, rigid rowdy. He is injured. His forehead is bleeding, but he pretends it's not hurting. A doctor notices this and rushes towards the man for service.
Hey, brother, your forehead is bleeding. Please come with me. Let me do the first aid.
Oh, lady, have I asked you for anything? It doesn't hurt. A man doesn't feel any pain. Don't you know? Huh.
I request you, sir, for God's sake, please sit here. We must respect our body which God has created.
Despite the rude man's ill conduct, the benevolent and sensitive lady does the first aid. This praiseworthy and dedicated act of the woman depicts the virtue of compassion.
We are now going to perform the German folk dance. This dance not only provides entertainment, but it also inspires people. The group is dressed in traditional and elaborate costumes, which will give a colorful and engrossing display of German music and culture. Here we go! That was performance by our students. Now I would request our distinguished guest of honor, Sri Subrat Sahu, to address the august gathering.
Gentlemen, it has indeed been a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It has indeed been a trip down memory lane for me. I wish to particularly mention Principal Sister Anjana, Sister Morris, Sister Navia, Sister Damien. I don't know how much you have recollected the times that we were students here, way back, almost 40 years. I would also like to place on record my appreciation for those teachers who taught us. Mr. Vivek Mishra, who used to teach us biology. Sabita teacher, I think she's still here, teaching us Uriya. Agmani teacher, who taught us economics. Thank you, my dear teachers, for that guidance, those invaluable lessons that you gave us, that you taught us, that made us what we are today. I know it will be absolutely criminal for me to stand between the audience in the dark in front of me and the lighted stage which is waiting for its next set of performers. But I can't restrain myself from saying a few things. This is my alma mater. This is where my Karma Kshetra, my Kurukshetra started, from which we launched ourselves into the arena of life. For all the parents and for the students, their wards, I would like to say only this, that every child has a talent. During our time, I'm talking about the batches that were between 1975 and 1995, we hardly had much choice of careers, but these days children do have. I have in front of me, sitting just below the stage, a unique band which I think has a lot of potential. During our times, if someone mentioned band, then our parents used to shoo us out. ये क्या बोल रहे हो? बैंड बजाना है? इसका एक गलत इंटरप्रिटेशन लगाया जाता था. But let me assure you, band bajana can also be a very positive, very artistic, very creative stuff. You should have that zeal, that confidence in yourself that whatever you're doing is the best that you can do. Give it a try. You never know when you will hit the jackpot. Okay? Let's have a drum roll on that. Can we? Thank you. Please remember that whenever you think you can do the best, then your journey starts. I know not everyone who tries becomes top-notch, but also remember the reverse. Everyone who has become top-notch has started with a trial. There is nothing called a free lunch. This must be appreciated in the journey called life, which starts from the school. We have seen, and I have some of my seniors also here, though I do not know them personally, they don't know me personally, but you will appreciate the fact when I say that this is the St. Joseph's Convent that has nurtured many a creative soul. They've gone on to accomplish big things in life. This is the school that started from a single storied building, built up into a double-storied, expanded, and now this is what you are seeing. During our times, all this used to be an open wilderness where we even hesitated to come after 2 p.m. That's in broad daylight. We were restricted to the part of the old building, and just outside the convent building, we had the open air stage where all the morning programs and the cultural events, whenever they occurred, were being organized. Never had it good this day. You have a lot more infrastructure, so you make the most of it. I would like to quote one small example of how our teachers shaped us that time. When I was in class 10 here, we had the annual function. I think that was a grand event for that time. We had it in one of the cinema halls. I forget the name. Ashoka Talkies. Yes, thank you. Savita teacher was also there, I think, at the point of time. Mr. Vivek Mishra was there. They were all there. I incidentally was also the head boy, so I had a lot of responsibilities. But when Sister Stanislaus, who was the principal, she had given us some work. This is to be done by tomorrow. The tomorrow being a Sunday, as usual, class 10, we are a little hot-headed. So we had gone to watch a movie. When sister found out that we had gone to watch a movie and we had not done the work, we got a scolding the next day. Our entire batch, the school, class 10, the 4-5 students who had been given the task, we all literally ganged up and we explained it very politely to the principal that, look, sister, you have given us, entrusted us a responsibility. We are not failing you. The time limit that you've given us is still not over. If we fail to deliver what you wanted with the desired quality within that stipulated time frame, then you have the right to blame us. Can you blame us before the time period is over? We did the job. We gave the decorative parts that were to be made out of thermocol and papier mâché. We sat down and we had done it. We had done a good job, if I may say so, 30 years ahead, 40 years ahead. Sister told us a very valuable lesson. She said, I agree with what you say, but this is not the way to do it. You have your own life. You know how to enjoy. You know what to do. You have your own. When you say something, when you commit something, you are responsible enough to know, to understand what you're saying. The reason I scolded you was the process also matters. It is not just the end product. If I do not monitor you in the middle of the process, during the period when it is supposed to take place, at the last, if you somehow fail, I will have no other option. So that is important. That gave us a very important lesson. But sister, to be very fair to her, also said, I've been harsh on you, and we had an extra round of cakes and cookies from the convent, which was rare for those times. The point I'm trying to make is, this was a home. This was something like a family nurturing kids and an environment which helped us mature and grow. To the parents out here, I would like to say a small thing, taking a cue from the chief guest, the IG. We always focus on the IQ, the knowledge potential of the students, of our children. We never, or rather rarely, we pay attention to the emotional quotient, the EQ part of it. Today, we are a sandwich generation, and I think parents who have done their matriculation between in the late 70s, 80s, and early 90s will appreciate what I am saying. Why are we a sandwich generation? When we were young, we listened to our parents. We never objected. माँ बाप की डांट पड़ती थी तो हम चुपचाप सुन लेते थे. अब हम बड़े हो गए हैं, हमारे बच्चे अब स्कूल कॉलेज में पढ़ते हैं, अब हम उनका भी सुनते हैं. We are a generation that listen to our parents. We are a generation we are listening to the kids. We listen to our parents because we knew that they know the best. They know what is good for us. We listen to our kids because in this Google generation, they think they know more than us. If you tell your child something, he will immediately retort, I know. Please understand this psychological difference. How to handle your child. Everything is not a competition. Everything is not a race. If you participate or you compare or you convert everything into a race, remember the phrase in English is rat race. It doesn't make us any different from rats. So let us keep the race to a proper level. I wish you all the best. I wish the children all the best. I would again like to place on record my appreciation and thanks for all that intrinsic drilling into our minds, into creating a more mature person like me or the others who have passed through the hallowed portals of this school. I thank this institution, I thank the sisters, I thank the teachers, and thank you all. Thank you so much.
For sharing your pearls of wisdom, your reminiscences way back at SJC would really be a helpful memory for the students right now. We'll continue with our SJC's travelogue.
Divine aspiration, the fire to serve humanity with love and dedication. This burning passion gave birth to a new concept and beginning of an Odia medium school for the underprivileged. The inauguration was graced by many dignitaries. Around 100 children were enrolled to be educated free of cost, who regularly attend school, eager to learn and to move ahead with new hopes and dreams. With a vision that development should never be restricted to a particular class and strata of the society, we moved ahead with our mission of exercising our humanitarian front. In response to the spirit of our founder, we are happy to let you know that we are running an Odia medium school for the underprivileged of our vicinity, which has been in operation since 2013. It is a part and parcel of the spirit of SJC and is wonderfully looked after by Sister Jacinta and a team of trained and efficient teachers.
During the pandemic period, we all experienced backlash errors in the field of education. But our principal, Sister Anjana, played a vital role to overcome this error caused by COVID-19. By turning the gear skillfully, to resume the classes meticulously on the virtual platform on and off, counseling sessions helped our students to cope up with their academics. It was a period of difficulty, uncertainty, and of cloudy emotions, but the selfless service to humanity and society continued with love, dedication, and determination to all the children of Sambalpur. Along with this, motivated by its compassionate side, SJSC extended a generous helping hand by providing a generator to Majapada Hostel for school-going children to facilitate quality education for the unprivileged.
Even during the post-pandemic, when students were sad, worried, and confused, very especially the 10th and 12th class students, they were given special attention and they marveled in the final ICSE and IEC examinations. Miss Ayushi Akshay Kabera had secured the first position with an overwhelming percentage of 98.8%,
and Master Aditya Amlan Panda had a record-breaking percentage of 97.25% ISC 2022. His hardships tempered with the guidance of the teachers and principal and thus led him to secure a seat in IIT Kanpur. The school held its activities and competitions on a regular basis when schools reopened after COVID. Perfect work and precision took place in a coordinated manner as one team with one goal and one plan to mold the raw human clay and make it the true citizen of today and tomorrow, as well as to create a global understanding.
The children who brought laurels to the school at international, national, and state level are as follows. Aniket Padi bagged the first position in the International Astronomical Search Collaboration and International Astronomy and Astrophysics competition. Aditya Amlan Panda received acclamation for International Poetry competition. Arnab Sanjeev Mishra received the 3rd global rank in the International Olympiad of Value System Health and Wellness, 2nd position in the International General Knowledge Olympiad, 6th position in the International Science Olympiad 2021, and 8th position in the International Maths Olympiad 2021.
Devika Rajan received the 3rd Prodigy Award for SIP National Round, along with 2nd position in zonal level declamation competition and 3rd prize in state level declamation competition conducted by AOICSE. Anushka Bal received 2nd in district level dance competition. Hitesh Kumar Bhoi won the 1st position in CISC Regional Sports and Games 2022. Vansaj Modi won the 2nd position in Z5 Mind Wars. Shreyansh Nanda won the 1st prize in elocution junior level at Mahanadi Coalfields Limited during the Vigilance Awareness Week. He also received the 3rd prize for state level quiz competition conducted by INTAC. Ishan Pradhan received the 1st rank in the national level judo championship and is Odisha's representative in Khelo India Khelo. Jyotiraditya Mohanty was declared the national champion for drawing in the National Indian Talent Exam. Arnab Ashutosh Pradhan made an entry into the Guinness Book of World Records for painting. Miss Arpita Behra was titled Little Miss Bulgaria. Krish Yadav and Rishit Bharadwaj have brought laurels to the school through their excellence in the fields of cricket. Ayushi Mishra and Govind Preet Kaur have won the Governor's Award for elocution and essay respectively. Pranshu Tripathi received the 2nd prize for essay competition conducted by NLC and 3rd prize in declamation conducted by AOICSE state level competition. M. Shanaya received the 3rd prize in state level poetry recitation competition conducted by AOICSE.
It's said, helping hands are better than praying lips. And with this zeal, the Radhakrishnan House is here to showcase their motto, spreading sunshine.
सम्मानीय देवियों और सज्जनों, हमारे शिक्षकगण विद्यार्थियों की अच्छी तरह से देखभाल करें। आज के संध्याकालीन सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम के समाप्ति के बाद आप अपने बच्चों को अपने साथ ले जा सकते हैं। कृपया हमें सहयोग प्रदान करने की कृपा करें। धन्यवाद।
Audience, someone has lost assistant.
A very warm evening to one and all present over here. We are here to represent the Radhakrishnan House. The motto is spread sunshine everywhere. We look at the sunshine as the gift of God, because without it the earth would be just a ball of ice, which would be rotating around solar system. Almost all living organisms in our planet need sunlight to reach to their full potential. This is the way God has blessed us with stars, sun and nature.
कृपया अभिभावकों से अनुरोध है कि अपनी सीट पर ही बैठे रहें। धन्यवाद।
Doctor. I have chosen this noble profession of being a doctor. I owe to my alma mater who groomed me to become a responsible doctor. Engineer. I'm an engineer and my school has played a vital role in shaping my career. IAS. I'm an administrative officer and my school gave me a platform to excel in skills and get selected for the UPSC exam. Advocate. I'm an advocate and my school has guided me to be a successful advocate. Now, we are going to enjoy the jazz dance of the United States. It is a blend of traditional African steps with the movement of European style. So let the dance form spread the message of pride, cheerfulness, and confidence.
Put your paws up, 'cause you were born this way, baby.
My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on, in a glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause you made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. There's an umbrella to save. I'm beautiful in a way, 'cause I make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't have yourself and regret, just love yourself and instead. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. There ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. There ain't no other way, baby,
just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you fight it till you try to do that conga beat.
Eco Club, an interact club of our school, initiated ecological literacy and environmental education, providing eco-friendly ambience, preserving and nourishing nature, spreading the message of Clean India, Green India. Activities like zero garbage zones, separating the wet from the dry waste, saying no to plastic, visit to villages where elephants destroyed houses, riverside programs and tree plantation rallies have built a deep connection with Mother Earth.
The school moved on towards helping the society whenever be the need, like vaccination drive and medicine distribution. The staff and the management of the school came together to contribute towards the cause of COVID-19, gave a donation of more than 1 lakh rupees towards Chief Minister's Relief Fund for combating coronavirus. The school also held a blood donation camp to collect a sizable number of blood units for the blood bank. NCC was raised in the year 2015, after a gap of few years. NCC has always led our students to attain leadership qualities. In the year 2020, Mohit Bagh got a golden opportunity to attend the REC camp at New Delhi. Pandemic period did not deter our cadets, and Ishan Pradhan received scholarship for his extra achievements in the field of judo. Recently, our school also inaugurated the firing range under the able guidance of SP Sambalpur, Mr. B. Gangadhar, and Commanding Officer of 5 Battalion Odisha, NCC.
Every institution has its own story to tell, and so too has SJC. It has never failed to step up to any occasion, and thus, even during the challenging times, came up with a brilliant platform in the form of e-magazine to share with you all the joys, achievements, and talents of our young Josephites. The school ensures excellence in academics by bringing in new strategies and methodologies in learning, such as group discussions, debates, elocutions, Olympiads, declamation, philatelic quiz, etc. in which our students excelled in every way.
A positive mindset brings positive things, and this is what the motto of Tagore House, Ever Upward, instills in us. Let us celebrate this motto, which has led to all the glorious achievements.
We are all on a journey. Some days are better than others. Inspiration comes in fits and bursts throughout the days, but its consistent progress occurs when teams feel enlivened by leadership. Rabindranath Tagore House, with its motto, Ever Upwards, lives by the same.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
May I ask you a question?
Yes, you can ask.
The motto of our house is ever upward. What does this phrase ever upward means? Ma'am, I would like to ask one more question.
Yes?
Why does an eagle resemble our motto ever upward?
Yes, these are some good questions. First of all, let us understand the meaning of a motto ever upward. Ever upward means having a goal of continuous self-improvement which leads our spirit up towards a more divine state of being to aim higher. Have you seen an eagle?
Yes, we have seen.
The first quality of an eagle is it has a vision. They have the ability to focus on something which is far. No matter what the obstacles are, the eagle will not move its focus from its prey. In the same way, being a Josephite, we inculcate you to have focus and a vision in life, no matter what the obstacles and challenges come, to make you grow in life. The second quality of an eagle is they love storms. When clouds gather, they use the storm wind as an